My name is Representative Brady Brammer, and I represent the areas of Highland, Alpine, and Cedar Hills in Utah County. There's a few reasons. Number one, everybody has a few setbacks, and if you're not prepared for those setbacks, they can really hurt you long term. And saving money, whether it's a medical setback or a professional setback where you lose your job or something like that, if you have that money saved up, you can absorb that disappointment and that difficulty and not have it impact everything in your life. It's still hard, but it doesn't knock you too far off balance. Second, saving is the path to a retirement. It's the path. Typically, it's the way that you can become wealthy by working really hard, but only if you save and work really hard. If you just work really hard and earn money and then spend it all, you're not really getting any wealth. And that wealth brings security, and it also brings charity. When you start to save, you have a little different perspective on being willing to give a little more, because it forces you to figure out what you need, and it forces you to figure out that not everything needs to be a consumable good. And so we find that those who are willing to save money end up giving more money later on to charitable causes. And that, the government giving someone something is good. A private citizen giving someone something is so much better, because it just changes the entire dynamic of how people feel about what is received and what is given. When I was a little younger, we had saved up and we were going to have our first child. And, so we had a little bit of a nest egg and we were ready to move forward with that. And then all of a sudden we found out that my wife had lost her job just before we were going to have kids. And, that nest egg, so we had to put off having kids for a little bit. And that nest egg really helped us through just those couple of months until she found another job. And I was still in school, and we were pretty poor, but just having, a couple $1,000s to get the next month's rent, to be able to pay for groceries and not have to put it on credit cards, that enabled us to have a quick restart after that. And so, that taught me the value of just having a little bit just in case. Figure out why you're saving in terms of the bigger motivation to save. Are you saving so that you can retire? Are you saving so that you can leave something to your children? Are you saving so that you can put your kids through school, or something else? I think understanding that why is important. And then the how, I would say, we have a lot of tools that allow us to automate our savings now. And so the more you can just make one decision to save and not think about it ever again, the better you'll do. And what I mean by that is do that auto transfer into your savings account or into your brokerage account or whatever you're using to save money, and get it on a monthly basis and just have it go. There was a Saturday Night Live skit a few years ago. They just kept saying, an important program, and here's what it is. And they build up to it, and then they say, don't spend what you don't have. And then they keep saying, well, what about this if I really want it? They say, well, don't spend what you don't have. And they say, but I really want it. And so saving is about just taking just a small step further than that, to not just don't spend what you don't have, but save just a little, just the tiniest bit each month. And you'll find that it'll add up, and that you'll find that you'll have greater motivation to do it as you even get just a little bit of headway on that.